Previously on One Life to Live.
You're gonna find yourself a job.
I guess I'll just have to tell Blair that you gave me her baby to sell to the highest bidder.
I'm not going to that dinner.
I'm not going to go. My heart wouldn't be in it.
Lindsay Rappaport, will you marry me?
Antonio. You know, I got a gut feeling about you and this award tonight. It's good.
Oh, and if your gut's wrong?
Then I'll still be proud of you. And I'll have all the judges arrested.
Why?
Because I figure if you don't win this award, then all the judges have been paid off.
Thanks, Commissioner.
Sure. You expecting somebody?
No. Just open.
Oh, hello. Pardon me. But I'm here about the position that you advertised in the paper.
It's been filled.
Right. But I bet it wasn't filled with someone with the amount of expertise and fashion sense that I have. I'll have your dresses flying off the rack.
My merchandise is selling just fine, thank you very much. Most of the women attending tonight's fundraiser for the free clinic bought their dresses here.
Fundraiser? Mm-hmm. Oh, the fundraiser, yes. Oh, my goodness, I've heard so much about it. Amazing guest list, isn't it?
Anyone who's anyone.
Although, I have to say, I was so surprised that they were holding it where they're holding it.
The Lindsay Rappaport Fine Arts Gallery? I can't think of a better location.
You don't say. Fundraiser, boy, I could certainly use a bit of funds right now. If only I had a dress to wear. Excuse me again. Do you see that beautiful beaded red dress up on the mannequin? Mm-hmm. I'd really like to buy that dress.
Oh, certainly.
Oh, good.
Oh, hi. We don't take personal checks.
Oh, couldn't you make an exception just this one time? I seem to have left my credit cards at home. I really need that dress for tonight.
No exceptions.
Oh.
Unless you care to pay for it in cash.
Well,
I'm afraid we're closing. Night.
Rae, how you doing?
Oh, fine. Why wouldn't I be? I mean, you know, I love California. I mean, the weather, it's so good there, and the people, and the food, and, you know.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I spoke to John earlier.
Is that why you asked me how I was doing? Because John told you, didn't he? He told you that we broke up. I don't believe that. I mean, how could he do such a thing? I mean, break my heart, I understand that. It comes with the territory, you know what I mean?
No, Rae,
but
Rae.
then to break a confidence like that, I can't.
Rae. All John and I talked about was police business.
Cop talk?
Yeah, I had no idea that the two of you had broken up.
Well, you do now. Let's hope I never get arrested. I won't do very well when they interrogate me, will I?
Oh, God. Well, I'm sorry. I know how close you two were, and, well, how you holding up?
Well, you know me, I'm fine. You know, I cope, I manage, I'm strong, you know,
Here. Here you go. hey. Antonio, hey.
Thank you, Bo, for, you know.
Yeah, well, I know exactly how you're feeling, Ray. I've been through it once or twice myself.
What's so funny about all this is that I counsel people, you know. Lots of people with broken hearts. And look at me. I'm a mess.
Well, what kind of advice do you give these people?
Well, I like to sort of lean towards practical, you know. You can't wallow in, alcohol and food and self-pity and sex. And you can't think that what happened is because of you, you know?
I think that takes care of all the don'ts. What about the do's?
Well, that's trickier. It's really trickier because generally I try to remind them that before they fell in love, they had a whole nother life out there. Family and personal goals and a career. They need to jump in, and they need to jump into some new adventure. And you know what happens one day? One day, they're over it. And they don't even realize it.
Wow. It sounds to me like you know what you have to do now.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose I do.
Don't tell me.
Excuse me?
The party's over?
Just the auction. The party's still going strong.
The auction's the party I was hoping for. What good is a small fortune if you have nothing to spend it on?
Yes, that does sound like a difficulty.
It's a bit like being all dressed up with no place to go. It's the story of my life.
Maybe you'd like to tell me the rest of that story. Perhaps at a little party of our own.
As tempting as that sounds, I'm going to have to take a rain check. I have business elsewhere in the neighborhood.
Another time, then.
Perhaps.
Oh, ow, I'm so sorry. Forgive me. I don't believe we've met.